and a change in the Beige Book, the collection of business anecdotes from the 12th Federal Reserve District. They said the economy expanded at a modest to moderate pace. That's a repeat, but 4 districts are noting slower or just slight growth. And then there's this quote in the Beige Book, quote, while firms remain positive, quote, optimism has waned. And let's look at what's behind that waning optimism. Tariff uncertainty is one thing listed there. Rising interest rates is another. Labor market constraints is a third one. In fact, wage growth is toward the higher side of modest to moderate, according to the Beige Book. And pardon me, tariff-induced cost increases were said to be spreading more broadly. The Beige Book mentioning the word tariff 39 times. You can see that's a decline. We've been counting this for most of this year. Still an elevated number of tariff mentions compared to the beginning of the year, but down just a little bit. Price increases were at a modest pace. The Fed follows that carefully. And several districts did note that they saw falling oil prices. However, on the other side of that, districts noted rising freight costs and housing prices continued to rise in a majority of markets. Guys, there is some backup in this report here for some of the concern in the markets or in the bond market for the outlook for the economy. And it's the first time I remember really seeing it in quite a few Beige Books going back now, Melissa.
So, Steve, how does this sync up with what the market may be expecting, later this month in terms of one hike and maybe a more dovish stance in the statement?
Well, it's all in the outlook. We don't necessarily see it in the activity. I'll be very interested tomorrow in the ISM report. And, of course, we'll get productivity and trade, and we'll get the ADP number to see how, jobs can be a lagging indicator. You want to watch that, but we'll get the jobs number on Friday. Expectations can be important, but they're not necessarily determinative. We'll see. But certainly I'd rather have people hopeful for the future than not. But if they're buying today and not hopeful for tomorrow, I'll take that too.